And that, Dave, is why numbers are better than letters. Welcome back to Long Way Home, everyone. The place where getting your motorcycle news is easier than playing cards with a hungry lion, but not by much. Today we're talking Dakar and the future of the Dakar Rally. Lots of changes are coming to the 2021 rally, and they are pretty much some of the biggest changes in the competition so far. Considered as the world's most grueling rally, most but not all of these changes have been put in place for rider safety, since this year, unfortunately, there were 2 casualties. Stick around. First of all, the rally will still be held in Saudi Arabia. A controversial decision which caused quite a bit of an uproar last year when the location was announced. The organizers took note of that, listened to the fans, and kept it in Saudi Arabia. While the country remains the same, the route has changed. The route we have prepared reuses none of the tracks and dunes that were featured in the specials last January. The 2021 Dakar will change quite dramatically from the past Dakars in the sense that it will be slower and more technical instead of fast and dangerous. This came about considering the high number of serious crashes in this year's rally, 2 of which resulted in tragic deaths. The organizers are planning on achieving this using different strategies. Firstly, tire limits will be implemented, meaning that a rider is only allowed a total of 6 rear tire changes for the entire rally. This should change a rider's strategy by quite a lot, since now you can't really go at full speed all day, every day, because you won't make it to the end of the rally with just 6 tire changes. I don't know about you, but this will make the Dakar a lot more interesting. Strategy over brute force. Piston changes in the engine are quite frequent in the Dakar, and from now on, while not being restricted in any way, they will cost the rider a time penalty, which should make them more mindful of how hard they actually push the bike. There were talks for engine power reduction for next year through the installation of air intake restrictors, but a lot of unhappy people made a big fuss, so the organizers decided to postpone this measure until the 2022 Dakar Rally. The final measure put in place for 2021, which hopes to turn the rally into a more strategic race, is that riders will no longer be allowed to work on their motorcycles at refueling stations. So 6 tire changes, time penalties for piston changes, and no fixing of the bike at refueling stations. Add to that more technical course, more varied terrain, and a fewer fast sections, and we are in for a treat. Next up are some new safety rules. For the first time ever, airbag vests are now mandatory. All riders have to wear one, and they will also be inspected by the organizers. I'm really curious what the most popular brands of airbags will be. New slow zones will be implemented in certain hazardous sections, and this will have a speed limit of 90 km per hour. New rules regarding roadbooks as well, in order to keep everything fair and have riders rely on their own ability to read and interpret the roadbook. Last year, for certain stages, roadbooks were only given out 10 minutes before the start of the stage. For the next rally, this will be the case for all stages. So, has this gotten you excited for the next Dakar Rally? I don't know about you, but I prefer a bit more of a strategic race. Let us know in the comments below. Short show for today, everyone. It's my son's 4th birthday, and I'm gonna go embarrass him in front of his little friends. If you've enjoyed the show, give it a big thumbs up, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming one of our patrons to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.